Two-time U.S. Open 9-ball champion. Dynamite, Darren, Appleton.
I came from the mud.
Looks good. Looks good. It is good.
Most important one was winning the World 10-ball championship because it's everyone's dream to be world champion.
Couldn't go into the edge of this.
I'm a grinder, fighter, play with a lot of emotion, a lot of art. Hello guys, welcome back, and today we've got something a little bit different. Yes, it's the shot that everyone is talking about right now in the pool world. It's gone absolutely viral all over social media, especially Facebook. I went on there last night and all of a sudden I see all these comments, people posting the picture of this shot, how it should have been played, what he did wrong. And yes, it's Anton Raga versus David Alcaide, the European Open final. It's Hill 12-12. And this is the situation that Anton Raga was faced with. And he ended up missing the sixth ball, selling out the game to David. And David took the title. It was a very exciting match, a lot of drama. Big win for David as well. Congratulations, David. But Anton Raga, he must be absolutely sick. And here's why. Right, so this is why his biggest mistake was, well, he's made two really great shots actually. He made a really good shot on the 5-ball because under that pressure, it's never easy. I mean, your whole body's shaking, you're anxious, you're nervous, all that stuff. And I've been in that situation myself, and yeah, it's not easy. So it's easy behind a computer to type in what you should do and what you shouldn't have done, or what you'd do in practice, whatever. But when you're under that severe pressure, like pressure you never felt before, and it's completely different. Plus, it would have been his first major title. So, yeah, I feel sorry for him. But there's no doubt he's going to win more titles in the future. There's no doubt about that. You can see how much of a great player he is. So, the biggest mistake for me was the execution. Because there's so many of you out there, which has been quite funny, actually. So, I end up posting the picture of the shot myself and what he should have done, and then there was loads. I've had hundreds and hundreds of comments saying no, he should have done this, should have done that, and it's quite funny reading some of them. And some of you were saying he maybe should have played the safety shot, something like this. But I've learned over the years is that if you've got a chance to win the title, you don't want to be ducking, and because like this shot here, it's an easy kick. I have a chance of making my opponent's a chance of making the ball if I play safe. Or have a chance of getting a resave. Yeah, you might sell out, and great. In hindsight, you made the right decision. But really, you don't want to be letting a top-class player back to the table with another opportunity unless you've no choice. And especially Hill, case game to win the championship, and you want to play safe. I don't really like that. Unless it's a really lock-up safety, then I sort of get it. But or the percentages are in your favour, but in my opinion, this particular shot, what Anton has, he has to go for the 6-7 carom. There were some of you saying play the 6 in the side. On a normal table like this table or your table at the pool room, maybe so, because the pockets are not as tight as what they are at the European Open. Those side pockets at the European Open and all the matchroom events, they're brutal. If you catch, I mean, that point there, it really sticks out, and there's very little pocket from this angle, and plus it's a little bit of a blind pocket shot, so it's a very, very tough shot. If you're behind the 6 ball like this, then fair enough, obviously that's the shot you play. But when you've got an angle like this, there's a lot of elements. You got to trust the table under that severe pressure, and your arms a bit shaky, and your legs, you can't feel your legs, or you've got to rely on not getting a bad contact as well. I mean, there's no way that I'd be playing that 6 ball in that side pocket, especially when I know the 6 is guaranteed to go in off the 7. So I'd take the chance of the 7 ball flying around a little bit, knowing that I'm going to have some sort of shot on the 7 ball at least. Where unfortunately for Anton, he tried to play the 6-7 carom with control, like playing a kill shot. So he's just below centre of the cue ball quite softly. And that's why the 6 ball rolled forward once it hit the 7 ball instead of taking that sharp left-hand turn. And that's what cost him. Anyway, let's play a few of the shots of what Anton what Anton played and what I think he should have played. Right, so some of you are saying go for it in the middle. Yeah, it might be a two-way shot. Some of you are saying maybe a two-way shot. So if you do miss it, you might get the snooker. But, I mean, it's not easy to keep the cue ball there. And if you do miss it, the 6 ball there. But even if you do, I mean, it's not a difficult kick for a professional pool player. Go 2 rails and make it in the side pocket. Unless you get lucky when you miss it and it comes there, then yeah. But what about if you leak it out a fraction either side of the 7 ball? You've lost. So that's definitely not the shot there. So yeah, the shot what Anton Raga played is the right shot. It's just the execution. So Anton, what he did, he played just below centre. And he was trying to play it with control to control the 7. And what happens there is that because he's playing quite just below centre of the cue ball, he's playing it quite softly. By the time the 6 gets to the 7, it starts rolling forward. Where if you had played it harder, it'd probably been okay. Or if the 7 ball was, if the 7 ball was closer to the pocket like that, then yeah, he can play it that way all the time. But in this situation here, when the 7 ball's that far away from the side pocket, especially when it's just fractionally past the side pocket also, it just makes it that much more difficult. The other way to play it is to play it with follow, but play it quite firm. Because again, if you play it soft, like this, then the 6 is going to run through the 7 and go forward, just like that, just like playing the soft kill shot or the soft draw. Unfortunately, the 6 is going to roll forward slightly, so it's going to take this angle. Where if you're punching it in, if you punch the 6 ball in, then it's going to take a sharp left turn, which is what we want it to do. And also if you play follow with firm speed, it's going to reverse also, and it's going to take that sharp left turn. But the problem with that is that you're losing the white ball to the top of the table, and the 7 ball's coming down table, so they're going opposite directions. So playing with follow is a big no-no. Playing the soft draw or the soft kill shot is a big no-no. But playing it, just punching the ball into the side pocket, you can't really go wrong. That's probably like one of the worst results what can happen is that it makes a 7 as well, but you still got control of the table. You can play safe or you can play a bank shot. It's just a case of just guaranteeing you're still at the table and you've got control. And this carom here, and it was laying perfect as well. It's not like he has to cut back on the shot or make the shot. I mean, it was laying perfect. Just to play it off the 7, just like that. And you can even really control the 7 in some ways, just like that, to where the 7 ball can land. And you know where the cue ball is going to land after playing this shot. So it's pretty easy to control. It's not that difficult to control where the 7 ball is going. So if I try and hit this a little bit fuller, just like that, you might kiss the 8, you might flick the 9. That's probably the worst thing what can happen. So you might get 1 in 20 where something like that happens and you've been brutally unlucky. Well, that doesn't surprise me because that's me. But I think 9 times out of 10, you're going to have a decent shot on the 7 ball. You're going to have a decent shot on the 7 ball, something like that. And it's virtually impossible to get snookered unless that happens like it did there. But like I said, most times than not, you're going to be fine. And wherever the 7 ball lands, you're in control of the table, and you're still going to be a good favourite to win the title and win the match. So, unfortunately for Anton, he didn't do that. But I know for sure he's going to learn from that, from the experience. Maybe the shot clock got him a little bit, and he just rushed the execution of the shot more than anything, and maybe just got a bit excited. But anyway, that's pull, pressured, can do strange things to the mind. I'm pretty sure he's going to win many titles in the future, and we're going to see a lot of him. Anyway, I just thought I'd put my opinion out there of how he should play the shot, and I know that 9 out of the 10 professionals would play exactly the way I've just showed you. Hope you can get something from it and not make the same mistake and we'll see you next time.